Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? What is up? Hopefully everybody's having a great, what's this today? Tuesday. There we go. Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah. So let me get some stuff set up here so I can see what it is. What's going on? 11 people already in. What yeah? Good morning, Flashkin. I was waiting on what's up, 508J Fisher? Howdy. Alvarez Reef. What's going on? What's good, guys? What's good? I ain't doing nothing, man. Getting ready to go hit this gym. Going to hit this gym, man. I was like, what's up? What's up, Matt? How was everybody's Easter? Hopefully everybody had a great time. Family, friends, grandparents, you name it. Yeah, all good. I'm still waiting on the aquarium. Everybody keeps asking me. We're still waiting. That's all I can say about that. It is what it is. Can't rush good things. Can't rush perfection. So it's going to be a nice day out today. So got to get to this gym. I got 2 sessions, one this morning and one around 6 o'clock in the evening, 6:30. So back at it, as you guys know. It says I worked. I just made my own frozen fish food. That's what's up, man. How did that work out for you? Hopefully great. Mind me, I'm sitting up here, whatever. A good time. Fixed house. Roll ham. Oh, sandwich delicious. Yeah, man. I actually had a nice little meal. Been finishing working on this house. I got the floor in. Finished the floor. Most part, I got 2 little sections still to fix. What's up, Tom? But yeah, finally got the other part of the flooring in, been laying that. We got some painting to do. And yeah, finishing up that. So yeah, I'm excited about that. To be honest, really excited. But yeah. What's been going on? How's everything been going on social media as far as whatever? Hey, I tell me if I'm wrong. I heard that BRS mentioned maybe starting a tank with starting up an aquarium and putting corals in immediately. I don't know. Somebody was telling me that. And it's like, hey, Rico, guess what? And I'm like, what? They said, DRS is now talking about doing what you did. And I'm like, what's that? And they said, maybe it might be a good idea to throw corals in immediately into an aquarium, when you first start up. And said, oh, okay. So I don't know how true that is, but I find it interesting. Needless to say. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, you heard Australia's doing a ban? Yeah, guys, like I said, I mean, it's all about the money, right? It's all about the money. Everybody's out for whatever. So, I don't know. It's kind of not cool, but it is what it is, right? So, I need to get this show you guys the aquarium. The aquarium is still doing good. Our industry is about to get way more expensive. You remember, guys, talking about this when this is quite a few years ago, before this started even came about, and there was little members or just talks or grumbles, should I say, of talks about potentially this happening, in the industry. Purple Tank is $489 in Petco. I mean, you're crazy as hell to pay that. Anybody out there is crazy as fuck to pay that. Excuse me. Just saying. Just saying. And the bad part about it is like, are you blaming the wholesalers? Because what is the wholesalers getting? Getting them at? The wholesalers are getting waxed. So it's like, what their hands are tied in some way, right? So it's crazy. I don't know. Don't know. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Besides continue to help those in the hobby that are still here, to enjoy the hobby, to enjoy what they got, to really get them on the best route possible to sustaining what they have, because of the price of what things are going up to. It is going to make it a lot harder for others or new people maybe to get into the hobby. Some say no. I don't know. I kind of beg or differ, but that's just me. What's up, Simply Reefing? I just don't know. I really don't. I get asked that question quite often. What do you think it's going to do to our hobby, our industry? Well, the ones that are already in it, nothing. Especially if you already learned how to be successful in keeping a reef tank and growing corals. If anything, for you, it's, maybe helping a buddy start off in the hobby, helping him, teaching him to learn and all that. And you're helping him by fragging your stuff to grow another system that you don't, quite frankly, have to take care of, but your friend does. So teaching him all you know about it and having him grow out a tank full of corals that you already own, well, what does that do for you and him? It provides a safe haven if something was to happen to either one of your tanks. At that point, you always have another tank to bounce back from. So I've said this a million times. Find a friend, find a person, find a couple people that you can trust, and you guys can share in between each other as far as these corals and stuff, like swap corals and do whatever, or just have, person that you can count on to, grow out more coral in case something happens to you. You just never know. And, hopefully it brings you guys closer together and make more friends. And, I use friends loosely because, sometimes what you think is a friend ain't your friend, but unfortunately, that's just the world we live in. And sometimes you gotta be the bigger person, trust, and hopefully it works out. If it doesn't work out, then, you just keep moving on till you find the right compatible person that's going to be on your level and not dick you over. So I'm a firm believer, especially right now with everything going on, that, you guys that have been doing this for some time can be a big asset to those that really want to get into the hobby, that don't know shit. And, you guys can teach, be a teacher and teach. and help others, come into it, and you can share some of your corals with them, and get them started and mentor them and help them grow, and by you doing that, that's appreciation, and they're willing to whatever. So it's not killing them neither, costing them too much, but they can also focus on buying some of the things that maybe they really want, versus filling a tank with things that you might already have. And you got 50 zoas of this and 50 zoas of that. Like, who cares to give them a zoa or a frag of something that you can frag? So you will always lose a lot learning. That's the price you pay for learning. How many times did you jump on a pedal bike when you first learned how to, ride a bike? I mean, how many times did you have to bust up and scrape your knees before you got with the program? I mean, the price of learning comes with pain, unfortunately, in the majority of everything you do in life. So what's up, Marcus? What's going on, my man? Fletcher Wright said the prices are going to make you leave, basically. What's up, MB Reefs? Make you leave. I mean, it shouldn't make you leave, because you should already at this point accomplish what you need to accomplish and have the corals that you need. Now, if something was to happen and the whole system just totally went to shit, then yeah, I could see, it's only been like 6 days or something that I did a live stream. It wasn't, I didn't go, well, Saturday, the night before, Easter and stuff. I had a lot of friends, a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on. And I'm sure a lot of people, I didn't do anything this Saturday because I'm sure people are traveling to, go see loved ones or whatever the case may be, or cooking and dinner. And I didn't want anybody's wives to get pissed off at them for not participating or helping with, getting things together and last minute items and stuff like that. So I was looking out for your guys' best interest on the Saturday live stream. Man, I wish I had some of the original Fishman and corals moving. This last time I lost all LPS and SPS. I mean, it is what it is. I get it. Tom says, I think this hobby is all about learning from mistakes. I can't teach people what I do. They don't listen. Well, we all know that people don't listen. But do they not listen, Tom? Think about me being on here and all the shit I've done. The same ones that didn't want to listen are the same ones listening now. It all comes back around. People hate people, dislike people for whatever reasons, whatever. It doesn't matter. What a hard head make a soft ass at the end of the day. You don't have to like how I explain things. You don't have to like how I give certain analogies on things. You don't have to like anything. But at the end of the day, it's curiosity that's going to kill the cat. Well, maybe this fuckhead Rico knows something. Let me just try. Aha. Oh, well, wow. All right. Well, I'll continue to do this. I won't go back this way. It's up to them, Tom, whether they want to listen or not listen. You can teach everybody a lot of things, but ultimately the ball's in their court. Whether they want to listen to you or not listen to you is another story. Who cares? That's their loss, for that time being, until they pull their head out their ass and starts evaluating. Let me be honest with you. I'm gonna use VRS because I can. if you go back and listen to BRS earlier videos when they first came out, they didn't know shit. I feel like they didn't know shit at all. Over the time, BRS was listening to somebody too. BRS watch people like me and other people. You know what I mean? They've learned from us. They've took things and made series out of them based off of what we have said. People like me, and learned or set up things. But one may think that because of how big of a company they are, they're the ones that know it all, and they don't. They've learned by people like me, from people like me. And I'm not tooting my own horn here when I say that. I'm being 110% honest, and I'm not shitting on them. I'm just simply stating a fact that I know this. I hear it. I listen. I know what they're saying. I know where they got the idea, or they're why they're talking about. They have a bigger platform. Do I mind that they do that? No. Listen, at the end of the day, regardless of where the fucking information comes from, if it helps somebody, it helps somebody. I always say, as long as people give credit where credit's due. Sometimes that goes and people forget about that part and whatever. But I know what I've done for the community. I know how many people have been helped, regardless if that reflects my channel or not. I'm not a big company. I'm not a company where I can spend, all this money into. So every time you pop up somewhere on social media, on YouTube, if I'm watching something about, a movie, and then a BRS commercial pops up on a topic that I'm not even watching, when it comes to fish or equipment, that plays a big part. Driving, putting a lot of money, advertisement. Advertisement is, another form of, it is what it is. It helps. But my point is, companies like that, they've even learned. We all learn. And it is what it is, regardless of where you get the information from, and you're able to pass that on because you're a bigger channel, then so be it. You know what I mean? No hate here. It is what it is. But, people are steady learning. Just like I said, I heard that, they want to, or they're talking about throwing corals in immediately when they start up an aquarium. All right. It's biodiversity, people. I've been talking about this since I've been on here. Other ways of getting biodiversity. Corals can cycle an aquarium, the whole 9 yards. Will I be remembered for a lot of these things that I've talked about, and other people, whatever, maybe not. Do I care? Honestly, not really. Long as people are learning something, wherever they're getting it fucking from, and how many times somebody just, whatever. Hey, I'm not the face of a lot of things. Let's just put it like that. But long as people are learning and people are growing, I've done my job. You know what I mean? Regardless of who's took it, who manipulated it, try to make it their own as if it was their idea. I don't give a fuck about none of that. To be quite honest. Can it be, people say, can it be, is it irritating? It can be. If you let it really get to you. But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Just keep growing, keep learning, keep doing what you got to do. It doesn't affect everybody. It only affects the ones that, is putting a lot of their time, effort, and knowledge out there in the first place. So at the end of the day, second to go right along with Tom said earlier, mistakes. Everybody can take or listen to what the fuck I say or Joe Blow, Smo says, right? And run with it. But the ultimate way you're going to learn is really by your own mistakes. You can take all the stuff that I've done, said, and thrown at the whatever, and you can do it as well for yourself. Ultimately, well, thanks, bud. But ultimately, no pain, no gain. And basically, all I'm saying is, you have learning comes with trial and error. It makes the best person what they are. By making mistakes, how you made that mistake and why you won't make that mistake again. That's the thing, that really sets us apart from everybody else, right? Is by trial and error. Now with trial and error becomes cockiness, becomes, where, you forget where you came from, and you really, I got an attitude. And once again, you get woke up to reality because you became so complacent and so cocky, and you took everything for granted, that you made another mistake because, I know it all. It can't touch me. I can't be faded. I can't be whatever. Well, guess what? Reality slaps you in the face again and makes you pay your due again. So, all I'm saying is, you got to be careful with those things. Don't take stuff for granted. I understand if you got it figured out, you think you got it figured out. Don't get soft on it. Don't get whatever. Continue to do some more research. Try to figure stuff out. Constantly pay attention to your aquarium. Constantly try to look at it. Understand what you're doing. Like I said, the best thing you could do is document it, whether you want to or not. I know it takes 5 more minutes out of your day to do that, but hey, 5 minutes to do that, or do you want to spend thousands to redo it? That's the price you're going to pay. And that's just the reality of it, especially the way that this industry is working now, right? So that's all I got to say when it comes to that. Not trying to blow smoke up your butt. I appreciate you and what you do for the hobby. Well, thanks, Fletcher, right? I mean, and I appreciate you guys that are here willingly and here for the right reasons. Don't think I ain't. I'm not a complete walking asshole. I appreciate all the stuff you guys give, all the love and support you guys show on this channel. Supporting me when I jumped on with saltwateraquarium.com. I appreciate that. None of you guys are really talking shit to me about that. But I think you guys also. My character probably speaks a lot when it came for me, jumping on board with a company versus other people. And like I said, you guys, listen, actions speak louder than words. I appreciate you guys as well. Man, yeah, man, you ain't an easy face to forget. All right, I appreciate that. What's up, Joe? A tank crash right now would be the end of a lot of systems. Simply reefing, I think you're probably right about that, to be quite honestly. And, seriously, that's a good one, Tom. Tom says, I took trace elements off. I'm going to give it 3 months. Want to see how corals look with calcium reactor only. You're still getting trace elements in it, but yeah, because you're still getting potassium, strontium, and stuff like that in the media. But yeah, I mean, you should be fine. I mean, there's times I've never on systems, never really ran trace elements too, and did just fine. But that's good to do, good to look at for yourself as well. Yeah. So anybody looking for some red mushrooms, Naked Dog has a shit ton. You want to trade some for corals or sell some or whatever. If you're in Ohio, by the way. He said, I think I lost any more fish. I would be done buying any more. Something I said, huh? Well, I've been thinking of trying that also. I've just backed off dosing for now. Well, so a lot of people don't know, like, I don't know. I'm not going to say Tom or Simply, but if you guys are doing water changes, you guys are still adding trace elements. Now, if we come talking about just aminos, that's a little bit different. But a lot of stuff is already in your salt. You're just enhancing things. And I think people don't understand that neither. Enhancement. You are saturating something with more availability and pumping in more than what's necessary to get a better effect sometimes, or sometimes it becomes a negative effect. Just saying, it's like building muscle. You can overdo it, not doing enough, or do it just enough. Very little water change happened here. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because even with a statement like that, right? Think about this simply. Even a statement like that, and for everybody else that's listening, says, "Oh, very little water change here." That's fine, but you also don't know the uptake of any of the elements that the corals are taking up, besides calcium, alkalinity, maybe magnesium. All the other stuff is you really don't know what the uptake is. So even for very little, maybe very little is just the right amount. You see how confusing this shit is. And this is the reality in the world that I live in, not what everybody else lives in. Because what everybody else lives in is bullshit. It's bullshit because I lived in the same world at one point in my own life when it came to reefing in this hobby. I'm going to be honest. I've been smoke blown up my ass too. It's because that's all I knew. And that's the only way I thought, because that's the only way I was taught. And I learned over time that everything that I thought I knew, throw the shit out the fucking window because it's bullshit. and that's my attitude nowadays. This is very true. It's all about finding balance for my system. And that's why Rico's Aquarium's channel is here. This is why Rico's Aquarium's channel is probably the most hated on YouTube. This is why Rico's Aquarium is who Rico's Aquarium is. Because the reality is reality, man. I'm not here to showboat. I'm not here to be anything that I'm not. But the reality is we don't know. And unless somebody can come in this bitch and tell me and prove me otherwise, which we know that's not possible. When I make a statement like that, there's already tons of people are already doing research to try to discredit me. I'm gonna be honest with you. People do it all the time. And that's fine. Keep digging. Shit. I've been doing it a lot longer. The reality is that, you know, we don't. I've had this aquarium up now for how long? 2 months? I haven't done shit with it. Haven't done nothing. There. I mean, everything's looking good. Where's all the algae? Dry rock. Where's all the algae and shit? Really? I mean, not to be funny. I mean, I know the curtain. Let me see. Let me get the sun off of it. Yeah, I mean, it's even getting hit with sunlight. Sorry, guys. I know it's kind of whatever. I've been moving it around too fast. But I mean, look at that. I mean, to me, sorry, I need some more sun up in here. All right. Anyway. Sorry. I haven't done shit with that tank. Why? Same reason I ain't did shit back in the day with tanks with live rock. You know, there's some snails in there. I don't know what kind they are. They came in, you know, I don't know, on a couple little pieces of live rock I put, and then all coral. Biodiversity. You know, instant fucking reef tank and ain't done shit. How did that work out? Well, I don't know. I guess you can't do that. You got to cycle your fucking rocks forever and an age. And that's just that. You got to cycle your fucking rocks for a year, 6 months, this, that. You can't put corals and do all this because it's going to do all this other shit. I mean, hey. You know, yeah, things can leach out. Yeah, things will, whatever. But at the same time, if you add a little something to it, you should be clear of all that shit. Just saying. Clearly, camera trickery. The algae must be on the other side. Right, Flashkin. Right, buddy. You're right. Right. But yeah, I mean, the reality is nobody knows. Nobody knows. And, you know, at the end of the day, we can all, you know, hate the fact of what I say and how it might make sense or not make sense, or hate the fact that why does fucking Rico have to make sense of something or be fucking right, blah, 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 blah. Listen, man, I don't have to do any of this. I'm fine by myself. It is stress-free, you know, not being on social media. But the reality is I'm willing to be stressed out some to help others just succeed. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am so, you know, the part of the hobby I'm just tired of the most is people fucking other people over and regurgitating bullshit. I think I've said that before. Regurgitating bullshit. And I'm not running anything besides a sponge back there. There's no carbon. There's no GFO. There's no nothing. I mean, there's nothing in that aquarium. Simply nothing. Just a sponge. I mean, my filtration is the rock. I know a lot of people forget about how well your rock that used to be shit rock, dead rock, becomes live with all kinds of beneficial bacterias and good bacterias and bad bacterias, and how they can coincide with one another and balance and making sure that each other's doing their job and holding each other accountable to have a beautiful reef tank. And you don't need carbon, and you don't need GFO, and you don't need Chaeto, and you don't need Curlerpa. You don't need fucking anything besides the rock. And all, you know, that's really it. I mean, I get some sponges and those plastic bio balls and just for, you know, help for more surface for beneficial bacteria. I don't have anything in there. Just saying, I don't. I mean, if you want me to, I can. I know you know I'm not lying, but if you want, I can turn this camera around and I can dig down in there and live and pull everything the fuck out of there and just show you that it's just sponge and the little plastic bio balls that the water boxes came with. Just rock. Rock is, you know, the rock. It's a hell of a filtration. Does a lot of great things if you allow it to. But if you don't trust it, then, you know, you could throw in a bunch of other shit because we fucked up and put too much food in and did this or did that. And, you know, even though the corals produce and make their fucking own food, you know, as well. And we just feed every day, all day, Yeah, and the ocean is different. The shit comes and goes and gets carried the fuck away. But in our aquariums, it doesn't go anywhere. It settles on our rocks and our sand and all this other shit. Then we end up with a motherfucking, you know, explosion of fucking, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, algae and fucking, you know, diatoms and, out the ass and fucking, you know, just all kinds of stuff because we know we got it all fucking figured out. You know, and yeah, I don't know. We do so much. We add when we shouldn't be adding because obviously everything needs fed, but nobody gives anything. You know, you built the fucking garden, but then you go to fucking the grocery store and buy all your fruits and vegetables and fuck. I mean, you got it right there. You didn't even have to go anywhere. You could have just went to your garden, fucking ate and cool. It's got its own food source now. But you get what I'm trying to say, man. I'm going off on a morning tangent. Oh, because it's so fucking simple, but nobody wants to listen. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll repeat this for another 5-10 fucking years. And, you know, so forth, and get trolled and talk shit about and, you know, all those cool things. I believe, Rico, that you are a big part of the reefing community. I believe many others look forward to your next live stream. You're a very knowledgeable person. Well, thank you, the Herm. I appreciate that, man. I try to be. I mean, I know I'm not the typical way of doing things, but I think that if I was like that, then I'd just be like everybody else. You know, I wouldn't be part of a solution. I'd be part of a fucking problem. So I don't want to be a part of a problem. I want to be a solution because I think solutions are fun and more cool. It's just, you know, you see a lot more smiles on people's face than frowns. So, which is cool. You know what I mean? But anyway. We don't need all the products that are on the market. No, you don't. You really don't. You know, you really don't. You don't. Do some products help? Fuck yeah, they do. But do you really need them? No. But I mean, do you need 2 balls between your legs? Do women need 2 ovaries? No, one's fine. 2's better, but one's fine and one's going to get the job done, right? Produce eggs or sperm, right? I mean, however you want to look at this shit, it's you know, it is what it is. You know, it's like people make this for some reason so much harder than what it needs to be. Now, if you're into equipment and stuff like that, fucking have fun. Spend your money on it. Have fun. Get the cool shit out there. You know what I mean? Get cool shit. Like, I'm not telling you not to get products, but understand what the products are doing for you. And, don't abuse it, because if you abuse it, then you're going to whatever. Is all I'm saying, the whole war on the Kessel or this or that, which, to me, I think is all bullshit. You know what I mean? Kessels are going to work. Ocean Revives work. Kessel will work the same. Ocean Revives, Kessel, total different ends of the spectrum when it comes to lighting. Even outside of that, other cheap Chinese black boxes against any other light on the market. Guess what? They're all going to fucking work. They're going to work, and they're going to do just great and grow some pretty badass aquariums, whether they're on the cheap side or they're on the high end side. People dictate this shit. Influencers, but also the cool people club. You know what I mean? You're not cool unless you got your Apex. You're not cool unless you got your motherfucking radions. You're not cool, when you ain't got those things. Now, if you got those things, man, you're right here, man. You're cool. You want to buzz. Man, fuck y'all. One of us type shit. That's how I feel like. I don't want to be one of y'all motherfuckers. I want to be me. The person that spends his own fucking money for the things he wants for himself, not for everybody else on social media. But that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. And people talk shit. It's because you need radions. Oh no, it's because you need an Apex, man. If you had an Apex, bro, you know what? You know exactly what the fuck's going on in your aquarium. Shut up, fucking dummy, because you're full of shit, dude. You're a fucking lazy piece of shit at the end of the day, because you got an Apex and still don't know what the fuck's going on in your aquarium, because you got to look at the motherfucker to let it tell you what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? I ain't got an Apex on this motherfucker. I look and Coral say, yeah, we're cool over here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done shit to this. I ain't got an Apex on it. I ain't got none of that shit to tell me what's going on. Nothing. The aquarium speaks for itself. Okay? Only thing I could use an Apex for to tell me this motherfucker got a leak. Do I like Apex? Yeah, I like it as to document or to be able to look when I'm gone on vacation. But other than that, I don't need it when I'm home. I really don't. I'm just being honest. Do I like them? Of course I like them. I think it's probably one of the coolest things that could have came out since I've been in the hobby. Just saying, would I not run one? I will, depending on the situation, run it, whatever aquarium, whatever. What's up, Chip the Reefer? You guys get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, it is what it is, man. That's all I can say. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm feeding my little fish. But anyway, my eyes are my Apex. Exactly. And that's just the reality of it. You gotta let your eyes won't lie to you. Everything else will. You get it? Your eyes will never lie for it, but everything else will. Just saying. Everything else is sus when you have to take something to double check something. So using multiple things to do the same thing. Thanks, P guy. Appreciate that. Super chat. Morning super chat. Protein shake. Thank you. You realize that, when you have to take another product to test another product, that you can't rely on these things 110%. But you can rely on your eyes. Your eyes are not going to lie and tell you something different than what you actually see. And that's the thing you have to, people need to realize that, believe all of what you see and let a little of what you hear and all this other stuff. I mean, you don't need all the things that everybody's always trying to sell you. All the influencers are trying to shove shit down your throat. And it's nothing against any of the companies, obviously. I'm with, obviously, Saltwater Aquarium right now. And it's nothing against any of these companies at all, but once again, there's things that go on that is so fucked up in the people that are just straight, I feel like a lot of times, you guys probably think I'm just being a hater. I'm not, man. Honestly, I'm not. I'm not being a hater. I'm just keeping it real, man. The influencers that some of these companies have are fucked up, dude. And the influencers they're not there for you. They're not there for you. They're there for the company, and the company that they're there for don't give a fuck about them. But these motherfuckers ain't got the memo yet. You're replaceable, bro. You're replaceable. Be yourself and, demand your respect. And just like you got to respect, the company, but they have to respect you too. And it has to be a mutual thing. You know what I mean? Like, don't bully them, but they shouldn't be bullying you. It needs to be a very mutual thing. But a lot of these influencers, man, they're good at what they do too. But they're not being true, and they're not being 110% honest. And it is what it is. This is the new age of fucking people over. And when one thing starts to fade out, a new thing comes along, and that new thing, instead of being a great thing, becomes a problem too. And it's like, why are we taking great things and making them a problem? Well, like I said, I tell companies all the time, stop shilling your shit out everywhere. Every time somebody goes somewhere to look on social media, your shit's right there. Everywhere. You done gave out 50 fucking pumps over here. You done gave out 20 motherfucking lights over here. Like, how many fucking pieces of... Oh, so you're trying to spam everything. Spamming is going to get more? Spamming might get more views, but what about sales? Same people that are like, oh, this is cool, and then they're trying to make a decision, and then for the past 5 days, this is all they see. And they're like, you know what? Fuck this company. I don't want to keep... All they doing is keep spamming shit. I can't even turn the page without them being in my face. I've heard people make those comments. I've had people tell me these comments. Say shit like this. I tell companies, stop doing that. Well, of course, influencers' tanks look like shit. They're learning, but it's their character. It's their personality. Are they approachable? These are all tactics that are used for companies to grow. You guys got to understand this. A face of something is there for a reason. You know what I mean? Everybody's there for a reason. Who in a million years would want me as anything for any company? God forbid a company would want me. Not to be... I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. I'm just saying, a person doesn't play by the rules of engagement when it comes to influencers. Not going to. And it's not against the company. It's just that I think honesty and being as being as honest, as transparent as possible is the best policy. You don't allow yourself to be opened up to be ridiculed by a bunch of toxic fucking trolls on social media. You know, you can get people to talk shit. Well, if you support Rico, I'm not going to fucking buy a product. You can say that to a company. I'm sure people said that to Saltwater Aquarium. You know, you think they give a fuck? No, see you later. You're one individual that's trying to make a fucking powwow against how many people that Rico knows, how many people that respects Rico's opinion on products or on situations, that know that Rico ain't blowing smoke up their ass. If Rico says this is cool, then this shit's cool. Hello? You know what I mean? So that's why, first off, that's just who I am as an individual outside of doing that. You know, period. Nobody has to take my opinion. You know, you don't. You know, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's not the holy book of do this or do that, right? But the reality is, you know, I want to see companies respect that. You know what I mean? And obviously Saltwater Aquarium does, you know, or I'm sure they wouldn't have a fat head on my wall. What's up, Daily Reef? What's up, DTX Flex? But yeah, so these are the things when it comes to, you know, companies should be looking for, but they don't. They want, sometimes I feel like they want people that they can control and lead them to do certain things. In reality, the person that's doing it / the influencer that's doing it don't realize they got a hot poker up the ass. And once they're burnt, not the company. They're burnt. They're holding the torch. Company moves on. Next. I think I'll take DTX, Daily Reefing, P Guy, as the next face for the company to show my shit. Just saying. Just saying. Bullshit. I don't like companies doing that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't. I tell companies stop doing that shit. Stop giving out all this shit all the time to 50 different peoples, spamming the fucking market, spamming social media, spamming YouTube, spamming all this. I mean, not to be funny. eCoral tried to get me to do something. I talked about this. I refused. They took anybody that was on my channel or worth watching in social media and all that, from Mad Hatter to Inappropriate, CJ's Aquarium, Reef Dudes, I think even Hex, all these people. I said I denied. I'm the only motherfucker who said. Everybody else did it. Now, whether they were understanding or not, they would probably just say, "Oh yeah, I'll do it," whatever. Not me. As soon as I denied, everybody got flooded. Where the fuck is these controllers at now? Where are they at? How many of you guys running eCoral controllers? I'm waiting. Anybody? I'm waiting. Who's running them? I didn't talk about it, so I know ain't none of you motherfuckers running them because I didn't talk about it. And if there is somebody in here, you must have just came in after the fact. I know better. Not one person can sit up here right now and tell me that they're running it. 50 fucking people that been watching me. Damn, I'm good. Anyway, that made me feel good. Pat myself on the back. I call them fake sellouts, non-influencers. Well, suck a egg to get something for free. You know the kind of guy that rat you out in a heartbeat. 98% of YouTube's just saying. Just saying. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. I'm saying these are the people that actually ended up with that. That's it. Now, who's bad and who's not? Now that's a whole nother topic. But that's not for me to sit up here and say that motherfucker. You know what? I have my own opinions for reasons off screen. Hey, I forgot about that. That was another one too. But hey, my mouth is sealed, man. My mouth is not to bash others to grow a channel because it really isn't. But when it comes to other influencers, like I can give fuck with. Listen, you guys can watch that shit as long as you want. You guys will form your own opinions at some point, just like people form their opinions here. The only difference about here is real. So there's nothing that I don't care who likes and who don't over here. When it comes to these other ones, I won't open those cans of worms, at least not on this channel for any of that, because I really there's just no reason. There ain't no competition here. I'm not in competition with anybody. Like for real. It's not even by a long shot any competition for me. But and that's not conceited or anything like that. It's just I know who the fuck I am, and what I'm capable of doing. So it is what it is. But anyway, and does it look outdated? Of course. I'm just saying. Where the fuck is it? Everybody, the big dogs did it. Supposedly, big dogs. Talked about it. Where the fuck is it? I didn't talk about it. I talked about what they did, and I was like, pretty much like, you know what I mean? You can't even fucking articulate what makes your shit stand out or be as good as Apex. There's nothing to talk about. That was in Louisiana. Peace out. You know what I mean? Walked away, didn't get my free anything, didn't take anything from them. Nothing against Igor. It's just you definitely could not sell an influencer on social media. To me, what made your shit so good, or better, or why should I be paying somewhat the same price for your shit versus the Apex that I know what it's about, tried and true. So stuff like that, it is what it is. I'm not talking if I would have talked about it, y'all would have had been people right up in here with it. All right. So here's the thing about being an influencer. I'm very careful about what I talk about or how I go about talking about something, because at the end of the day, it's very dangerous being an influencer. And what I mean by that is people do appreciate your realness or what they think is real, because not everybody that does this is real. So I'll have to make sure I clarify this. But, if they respect you or your channel, they're listening. And they're going to take everything or anything that you do to heart. And if they see it done on your aquarium and they see your aquarium's doing great, they're going to fucking implement that. Here's the thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with it, though, is when you knowingly are misleading people into some bullshit. Like, I don't even know how you sleep at night. But when you're knowingly doing that, that's the shit that's bullshit. For me, I watch what I do, and I watch what I say, because I don't want somebody be like, well, Rico, you said that this was good. No. I don't, No, Linda. No, Linda. I just pay attention and understand. Like, if it's something that I don't understand, or I'm waiting for results, or I'm running a test myself, or I'm running a piece of equipment, I want to run it for a certain amount of time. I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to whatever. Like I said, I got, pumps that I got to do a video here. I got to figure out what pumps we're going to use, and, for the CJ, CJ's, I told you about, CJ pumps and changing out the bullshit pumps in the water boxes. I still have these pumps sitting here waiting to go. I got to get this stuff together. I'm also, in the middle of a bunch of stuff, and it's okay. I'm waiting on the tank. I've still got all kinds of stuff to go. I got a lot on my plate, but I think I'm doing pretty good with managing a lot. And obviously the more shit gets done, the more time I have. But anyway, how did reefing get so political? Blows my mind. How people can find conflict or negativity in something like keeping fish and coral. It's crazy to me. Oh, so to answer your question, you want to know the answer to this? How many of you guys already know the answer to this? Because I'm serious. That's, that's a good question. Like, how did it get to this point? How did it? You want to know? I'll be honest with you. Fucking money and free shit. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. I want to be something so bad. When I was a child, when I was a child, I knew I wanted to be a fucking rock star, dude. I wanted to be famous. So therefore, yes, I'll sell my mother down the river for free shit, clicks, money, the whole 9 yards. It's the root of all evil. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that amazing? Companies marketing shit. Yeah. So, just saying. That's how it got to this point. And there's a lot of, think about this, people. This shit does something to some people. You know what I mean? Okay, can I be honest with you? Think about this. Fuck, man. When's Rico going live, man? Fuck. I need Rico to go live, man. I missed the fucking live streams, dude. What the fuck, Rico? Damn it. Damn it, Rico, you're not live? Come on, man. We all get accustomed to something, right? And we all like our certain shows or TV show. Maybe it's The Power or whatever. This is social media. This is a show. Yes, I'm here, but physically you guys can get to me because I'll go to shows and stuff like that and hang out with you. I'm not a computer warrior here, right? You guys get accustomed to that and you like it. If there's something you appreciate, you love it, right? It is what it is, right? I'll tell you as much stuff you can get from comps and UV tank apart, and it's all the same shit, Chinese stuff. Well, yeah. So, but anyway, you get accustomed to stuff, you whatever. But the reality is, social media, created, the companies create this monster, and You know, and I was part of the reason that this has happened. I'm not going to exclude myself because I didn't think about it, but when before companies did really influencers, I was on companies' asses like, listen, man, the fuck are y'all doing? Find you a motherfucker that's, you know, is good, that can talk, that's, can talk about things and, you know, what you're trying to sell here. You know, get it for, oh, well, we're not ready, you know, the money, all this bullshit. Listen, every company has fucking marketing money, period, point blank. I said, you think people are reading fucking magazines and books and shit nowadays? No. They're on fucking YouTube. They're on social media, whatever platform, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This is where they're at. They're not fucking looking at magazines. Very few are doing that. Find somebody, whatever. Oh, not you want to target only big channels. Let me tell you a little secret about big channels. Yeah, nah. Now you created something else. Oh, I ain't got 10,000. I ain't got 20,000 subscribers. Okay. Let's buy some. Created that. Now you got other people like, man, bullshit, man. They won't fuck with me because they only got 500 subscribers and blah, blah, blah. Okay. You create hatred now. People getting shit, finally made it, man. Fuck, man. Yeah. You got this, but where's your money at, bro? Like, you ain't getting no money. Oh, I'm supposed to get some money with it? Listen, other people see it. People been rocking with you. You got this. You getting this. You getting that. Oh, now that you get ready to haters. Now you got fucking haters, right? Now here the trolls come out. They want what you got. They want to be a part of it. They don't want to pay their dues. They just won't take it. You know what I'm saying? They just won't take it. They want Devo. So now they see her make the accounts. Now they see her talk shit. Now they said, you know what I'm saying? They're kissing the right asses to grow, sucking the paint off of Joey over here, this person over here, this person, that person, Equal Tech, you name it. So do whatever they got to do, man. You think they give a fuck about you, bro? They don't. Once they made it like that, man, you're obsolete. They don't care about you, bro. I'm gonna talk about this because I'm a big channel. I got all these other companies in my pocket. I'm gonna talk about this, and I really don't give a fuck. I just got this today. Fucking awesome. You know what I mean? I like the way it's made. I like everything about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a promo code down below for you. You should just try it yourself. All right, guys, how's it going? Yeah, man, I got new product today. Yeah, man, it's pretty good. Actually, it's really nice. Yeah. I got a promo code down below. Should go get one, man. Yeah, I'm gonna save you about 10% off if you get it today. So yeah, I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna try this. Never see this shit again, bro. What happened? You never seen it again. Y'all motherfuckers fall for it all the time. And it's almost like the sleight of hands on here. And this is what makes good influencers good. I mean, good because motherfuckers don't see it. So fucking naive. You never see it again. You never see it again. You never hear anything. Hey, listen. Your favorite YouTubers, go back and look. I'll shut up. I'll sit right here and wait for you guys to get back. I guarantee you, every fucking one of them. I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck, Brian. And I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just trying to say, understand where you get your information from. Everybody talks about where you get your information from. People talk about where all this political shit comes from. Hey, listen, bro. It's all about the money and free shit products, right? The industry created this. The industry made it this way. And you think that they get, listen. I could go on a tangent, right? I can go. He said, but you are my favorite. Overseas. Hey, I better be your fucking favorite. I keep it real. But I could go on a rant, and I could create so much turmoil and really go there, right? Because why? Because it's easy. Bad publicity is good publicity too. Okay. You know, I have had people say, "Hey, Rico, man, why?" When people say anything, why say anything back? They say, "Why say anything back?" Because Rico, you know, all you're doing is making them more famous. Am I? First off, I don't give a fuck if I did or didn't make them more famous, if that's the word we're using. I ain't nobody's pushover. And if I feel like I got something I'm gonna get off my chest, if you stir in the pot, then I'm gonna get it off my chest. And that's just who I am. Like, I'm not gonna lay down and lick myself for nobody. Win, lose, or draw, just not gonna happen. I wasn't built like that, first off. But people say, you know, oh, when you bring it up, you know, people know who you're talking about. They run back and say, those same people that want to constantly run back and say this or that, it's straight bitches anyway. That's shit that girls do. Girls do that. And when you got a guy really doing that, I have to take in consideration it might not be a man. You know what I mean? I don't see no point in it. Like, you know, that's just me. At the end of the day, I should be able to hold a conversation with whoever I want about whatever I want. And, you know, if you guys are here for me, then whatever. If I want to bring something up, I should be able to bring it up. Now, if you know, birdies travel really fast, you know, quicker than CB radios, I feel like, about what's going on. You know, it is what it is. But all the political shit that goes on is because we created a fucking monster. And everybody wants to be famous. Everybody, since they was a kid, wanted to be a rock star, and where I was going with that before I got misled over to this other direction. But, you know, and this somehow fulfills something in somebody's soul, you know, and makes it okay. And when it's not okay, you're fucking other people over. It's not okay. Like, you can grow and you can be, you know, authentic and be successful just being you. You don't have to hurt other people in the process. It's not cool, man. But it is what it is, right? You know, unfortunately, it is what it is. How do we get around it? You just have to use your own eyes that the good man upstairs blessed you with to see through the bullshit. That's all. It's 98% of what's on YouTube is bullshit, bro. I'm giving 2% because I'm being generous. It's bullshit. And you even see, not to be funny. Now, I'm all about, you know, there's a fine line. People say, well, Rico, what about companies that are shilling their own shit or trying to promote their own shit? Right? That's a fine line. That's a fine line. If they're doing it and they're really trying to help is one thing. But if they're doing it to cut out influencers, then you got to judge their character. Once again, you got to remember, everything is to minimize expenses to have more, to make more money, more jet fuel. You know what I mean? For your private jet. People always want to try to do something or go from point A to point B with the least amount of resistance, least amount of money. Okay, that's just how the world works, right? But the value of what something costs to get there plays another part, right? You might not be able to put a price on somebody's self-worth. You know, they could do better than you because you're a company and they're just an outsider. But that also depends on the individual. But the bottom line is, without digging too deep and getting into this, the bottom line is, I feel like I was part of that problem. I created something when I was telling companies, get influencers, get influencers, get influencers. Well, I didn't realize that, you know, if they were going to do that and not pick the right people, they don't know what they're picking anyway. I mean, I would assume they don't know. But at the same time, you know, they don't know who they're dealing with. And then they turn around and got that. And then this person, it's just shit just rolls downhill. So it is what it is. Generic followers on Instagram. Right. Or see, exactly. Generic, you know. I heard a rep say there's too much creators now and most don't have a clue how to represent products. They don't. Well, see, you heard a rep say this, right? A rep. There's too many creators and nobody know how to represent. Once again, fine line here. You get a company to say this, sales rep, say this, right? Think about this. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That opens up for contracts and be like, well, this is how I want you to do this. So when you say that, now here's what's going to happen is this is what they're going to want. At the end of the day, you'll do what they want you to do versus being very good at who you are, being yourself. Motherfuckers ain't their self, so guess what? They're just a fucking robot anyway. They're so consumed about not pissing off sales rep, company rep, the company, about how they actually go about talking about a product, that the product's a fucking A1, the best shit that was ever built. Just got off the banana boat. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even built here in the USA. But it's the best shit ever. Now, it might be, might not be. The reality is, you'll never know because they're not going to give its true representation of that. So that opens up scary doors for me hearing that coming from, you know, what you just said, G-Bear, of a sales rep saying that, because that means that that's an indicator to me that they're going to want whoever they fuck with, whoever this company fucks with, is going to want them to basically run everything by them, or them come up with a way that they could be, that person's just a face, but reality, it's going to be the way the company wants them to represent that. Heard a while back, don't be sheep, be the wolf. Well, everybody can't be the wolf. Just not in their genes. It's not in their genetics. They don't know how, because their whole life they've been told when, how, and what to wipe their ass with, and what time, and when to go to the bathroom. And that makes a difference between business people and your everyday blue collar worker. And that's just real talk. But at the end of the day, people don't know how to represent equipment, represent anything, because they just don't. They don't. They're so worried about pissing off pissing off a person. Soccer got it was now, but I think he's a rep for soccer, not influencers alone. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I would love to have. I would. You know what I would like to be? Ambassador, like for influencers. Like I would like companies that have me get them the right influencers. I would love to be in charge of being in charge of influencers when it comes to this hobby. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, you would have to come to a fucking camp and let me show you how to be a fucking influencer. And companies would have to just fucking accept me, and be done with it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the influencers are out here right now. You're fucking fired. Just said you're fucking fired. But anyway, that would be cool, right? I'm the fucking CEO of influencers. Tanks filled with no growth and algae, but they have the latest gear and they recommend it. It's so sad. Hey, what can I say, man? What can I say? Companies can be their own positive influencer if they show they care and work on reducing price instead of wasting time and money, all the political stuff. They can. There's a fine gray area there, though. And guess what? It will. You know what happens, though, Scotty? The money always wins. Corporate capital greed, influencer greed. Everybody's so fucking greedy, bro. Like, I could give fuck less about this shit. Like, everybody's so fucking greedy. And like I said, they will fucking send their own mothers down the river for a fucking for some flake food. Omega 1, you got a shout out, dude. You're the closest around for some flake food. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Nailed it. Problem is bottom line. Yeah, but price, bro. Just saying. When you said soccer, I'm like, what is he talking about? CJ, yeah. But I think he's a rep for CJ, not influencers alone. Yeah, he's a rep for CJ, period, yeah. I don't know about influencers, but I mean, like as far as the social page and stuff like that, I think he's the one that handles a lot of that now with their stuff. Which, not to be funny, they needed a boost. CJ's not a bad company at all, but I feel like they were fucking stagnant for a while for whatever reason. And when you're like that, it's not good. Like I don't feel it's good. I think CJ is a good company, and they do have a lot to offer the hobby. I still don't think a lot of shit. Like I got a lot of their shit. You guys already know. Like I got a lot of their shit right there for this tank. I got to do a video on it. You know, I even got a shirt. You see what I'm saying? I got a lot of CJ shit, you know, and I'm going to talk about it, and we're going to be switching out pumps and all that, you know, because Kings of Soul, what's up, my man? Because they do deserve it. I mean, they got good shit. Like, I just don't feel that for whatever reason their shit wasn't like represented it well or whatever. I don't know. I felt like they were stagnant, and lately it's been being pushed. I don't want to push a lot because you see a lot, and I feel like there's a fine line that they are getting where doing too much. Like I said, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys are the ones seeing it too. You can't blast too much at one time. Like, shit gets irritating to people. People get like everywhere I go, all I'm saying is this, all I'm saying is that. It's like, damn, can I see something else for a second? Or, you know, or shilling out too much or doing too much. You know, there's a fine line there, and I don't think companies quite understand that yet. You know what I mean? With pushing stuff. You can't push products like that. He said that, dang. You know, because there's some things that I'm going to be doing in some tanks with some of these. So I need to figure out which one's right. I didn't know which one's right. So, you know, sent some shit so for me to figure it out. So, you know, maybe give away some shit, you know, whatever. My editor said hobby is in trouble. Freight is triple of you can get fish. He had 2 shipments this year, 100% DOA due to delays with COVID. Yeah, dude. Stuff is really messed up. Stuff is messed up due to a lot of the stuff, but it is what it is. But anyway, damn, it's already been an hour and a half. Dude, I got to go get on a damn Harley and go get to the gym, man. I got to go work out. But anyway, like BRS commercial yelling on so many other videos. Exactly. Companies need to, like, they listen, but do they really listen? You know what I mean? Not to be funny. You guys say these comments. They don't listen. Like what you just said, RC Reefer. People are watching. You think they're going to listen? Like, that right there should be enough. Well, maybe we should back off a little bit. Maybe you should. Maybe you should take heed. Oh, but the money. It's marketing. No, take that fucking marketing money bullshit that you're doing. Invest it into a quality motherfucker. I'm just saying. And don't be having them motherfuckers show your shit all the time like that. There's a time and a place to talk about certain things. And it needs to be, people need to understand, and companies need to I am tired of doing everybody else's business. I should be getting paid by now, like a motherfucker for this. Because it's the truth. And at the end of the day, people want to listen. Nobody want to pay up. And they're getting great advice. Some listen, some don't. Gotta stop this shit. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm out. I'm out too. But anyway, so it is what it is. Like I said, to each his own. Companies got a lot to learn still. They got a lot to learn. They got to also be calm and be cool and collective and not be so gun-ho to get this out, that out, whatever out. Just saying, push. Give it time. But anyway, I'm out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Damn, no notifications. Sorry, XJet. CJ jumped in freshwater game, hard canister filters, and CChem? Probably. But they're always been kind of big, and I felt like freshwater though myself too. But anyway, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. It's already like 70 degrees here. I'm gonna go get a quick workout in, get the wife on the bike, maybe go have lunch somewhere. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all coming in, listening, and hanging out, and putting some of your own personal perspectives on things and all that cool shit like you guys do. So appreciate you. Appreciate Super Chat as well. Thank you guys. And I'll catch you later.